Good morning, Michael. I apologize for taking so long to do these meditations for you. I'm going to send you some write-ups on them too, some websites that you can take a look at. This first one I'm going to do, it's actually a series of meditations that are together. There's 5 of them total that are together. The first one can be done on its own. I've read elsewhere that the last one can too, so I'm going to show you, when I do the last one, I'm going to kind of explain real quick how that one can be done on its own. But this is called Sobagh Kriya. It's a part of Kundalini Yoga, the Kundalini Yoga technology. And it was taught originally in 1996 by Yogi Bhajan, which there's a lot of stories about him, but I still believe in the technology. And it says, your normal process of life is not to give, not giving yourself a chance, not giving to others. You do not believe in creating a vacuum. When there is a vacuum, God must fill it. I'm not saying that you are poor, but you could have more. Giving is a way of the rich. Giving services, giving expertise, giving work, giving to others, to get blessings, giving something for prayer, giving to the needy. You don't pay attention. Sometimes you don't want to do anything. Sometimes you are not very agreeable. You are more concerned with the scare tactics, the insecurities, than with your power to expand. I'm trying to give you a very handy tool so that you can be anywhere and you can become rich. I'm not going to give you printed money, but I'm going to give you a tool of prosperity. Will that be cool? All right, let's do it. And I'd like you to be your own judge. See how it works. There are a lot of things that you think you can't do, like looking unique or being excellent. But you only think these things because you are afraid of the responsibility. If the psyche is corrected once in a while, for a few minutes here or a few minutes there, you'll be surprised how much good you can do for yourself. So this is called Sobagh Kriya. And it says that each part should be practiced for an equal amount of time, anywhere from 3 minutes or 11 minutes, but not to exceed 11 minutes each. 11 minutes would mean you'd practice the whole thing the whole thing would take about an hour. And it says, meditation 1, to become rich and prosperous with wealth and values is to have the strength to come through. It means transmissions from your brain and the power of your intuition can immediately tell you what to do. By practicing this meditation, you'll be in a position to immediately change gears. If you need to go in reverse, you can go in reverse. If you need to go forward, you can go forward. This is a very simple old system called the Moon Mound. Indicates the outer side of the hand along the small finger. It's right here. This is the Moon Mound. This side of the hand along the index finger here. So this is the other part of the meditation. This first one, we're gonna hit here, and then we're gonna hit here with the right thumb under the left thumb. So the thumbs cross below the hands with the right thumb under the left. Hit the Moon Mound, hit the Jupiter. And you're thinking, what is this going to do? This is going to straighten your head out, is what he says. And we're going to chant the Tantric Har along with hitting the moon mounds. And the eyes should be 9/10 closed. So it's and focused at the tip of the nose. So they're just open a very slight bit. You should not do it more than 3 minutes when you are working during the daytime. You'll become too rich. No, I am not kidding you. Hey, you guys, you think I'm joking. Come on, let's do it. Let's do what works. So he talks about, he says, you're not going to mint all the money right now, but this is what I'm telling you. Anytime you're puzzled and you're in bad shape, do 3 minutes of this meditation. If you do it for 11 minutes a day, it's more than enough. Doing too much will be greed. It stimulates the mind, the moon and the Jupiter. When moon and Jupiter come together, moon and Jupiter, there is no way in the world you cannot create wealth. I'm not talking about of money. Money is a common word. Money is only a medium. I'm talking of wealth. It will come to you. What I'm trying to tell you is that it's all in you. It's not outside. Just stimulate certain parts of the brain. I'm not going to do anything. It's going to work. Okay? So I'm just going to, I'm going to pause. Oh, I can't pause this, I don't think, can I? I don't think I have the music in, I have it on my phone, but that's where I'm recording this. You know what? I'm gonna go to another one that I have that I think I can find it on. Yep, here we go. And then I need to also do a timer here for 3 minutes. So this is the first one. It can be done on its own. And we'll do it hitting here at the Moon Mound and then here. And we'll do that for 3 minutes. And you chant HUD. And when you chant HUD, you pull in at the navel center, which is, the navel center is just about an inch or two below your belly button. So it's a couple inches below your belly button. Okay? So we'll do this. HUD, 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 HUD. Again, the eyes are 9/10 closed, looking at the tip of the nose. HUD, 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 and you're doing it right about at the heart center. HUD, HUD, and it's H-A-R, but it's pronounced HUD, HUD. It's kind of like a rolling R, but it sounds like HUD, 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 HUD. Okay. And then the next one, let's talk about this one. The second meditation, we're going to close our eyes and chant the mantra in our mind. And your hands are going to be up like this. Let me scooch back a little so you can see better. Up like this. So they're at 60 degrees. They start out at 60 degrees towards the outside and 60 degrees like from this, if this would be, 90 degrees, 0, 60 degrees, okay? And you're gonna cross them in front of your forehead. And it says, there are times when you are depressed. There are times when you're impressed. When you are impressed, you usually do the wrong things. Are you listening? When you are depressed, you always do the wrong things. That's a fact. When you are impressed, you don't use your intuition. Stretch your arms at 60 degrees, open your fingers, spread the arms, spread them widely. So you're going to keep your fingers spread like antennae. The fingers have to be totally hard. If you do it correctly, you will get the results. I will only tell you, I'm not going to do it for you. Look at how hard my fingers are. They are open. Now in rhythm with the same tantric har, but without chanting out loud, cross your arms alternately, left over right, then right over left, then left over right, still keeping the fingers stretched wide open. Right in front, left behind. Spread the fingers wide. Okay, so we'll do that one also then now for 3 minutes. But we'll chant just internally in our mind. Keeping the arms straight. This is crossing the arc line and kind of clearing the arc line, and also kind of saying to the universe, here I am, you know, putting the antennas, clearing the aura, clearing the arc line, but also, you know, putting the intention and the, you know, so you want to kind of, what is your intention for, and put that out there to the universe, because you're kind of saying, universe, here I am. And you're crossing on the hug. Arms straight, 60 degrees. Eyes closed. Stretch up and release. Okay. Okay, the next one is also using our arms. And this one, some people sometimes have a little bit of problem with, but you know, it just depends on your perspective. This is an English mantra. Watch. You know this id, the thumb, this is the id. You're gonna put it inside and touch the pinky mound of your hand, and then put the rest of the fingers over to make a fist. And press as hard as you can, and you wanna squeeze, like you're gonna squeeze the blood right out of them. Press, press, press. And you're gonna have your arms at 60 degrees again. And move the arms in small backward circles. So you're gonna come back, around, and forward, back, around, and forward, back, around, and forward. And with each circle, you're going to chant God. And God is, in this technology, you're going to do it really powerfully. You're going to chant it powerfully from the navel. You can't see me poking here, but it's right below your navel point. The navel area, the navel center of your body is just below the navel, your actual belly button. He says, come on, machos, you're getting out of shape from the navel. But the word God has 3 letters, G, which generates, O, which organizes, and D, which delivers and destroys. They are 3 sounds, G-O-D. When God is chanted from here, the navel point, then God can hear. When you chant God from the mouth, it makes no difference. He doesn't even hear it. For this meditation, it can only be chanted when you take the id and squeeze it really hard. And the circle has to be powerful. So when you put the circles around, you're going to try to keep your arms straight. The circle has to be powerful. The entire spine shakes, and sometimes you'll find you are lifting yourself from the ground. Don't worry. It's not a small exercise. Now keep it going, keep it tight, stretch. Okay. So let me go back to my music. Okay, so we're going to do 3 minutes of this one, chanting God. And I'm taking a little bit longer when you do this, and I can send you a link to the Tantra as well that's used for this one. So let me set the timer again, and 3 minutes of this chanting God. Remember, generating, organizing, delivering, and destroying. God, 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 God. And you want to chant it from the navel point, kind of pulling from the navel point. God, 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 squeeze hard. God, powerful circles. God, 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 God. Okay, stretch. Inhale, hold. Okay. All right. And then the next one, the fourth meditation, what you're going to do is, again, I'm just sitting on the floor. You could be sitting in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. What you're going to do, so this one says, all right, relax. Suppose nothing works in your life. You don't remember things. You don't want to get out of, you want to get out of trouble, but you can't reach anybody. And so this mantra that we're going to use is Had Hare Hari Waheguru. The mantra is a sound current through the tongue and the upper palate. So you're using this technology, the Kundalini yoga technology really uses different parts of the body and and stimulates the glandular system, stimulates the brain, stimulates the physical body, the mental body, the auric body, the pranic body, the breath, all different aspects. And we're going to chant in a low monotone. And what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 different parts. We're going to whisper first. It's a strong whisper using the prana. You're going to really use your breath. You're going to burn off any disease. And then we're going to whistle. Or wait. No, first we're going to say it deeply. So we're going to start with, and what you're doing is you're using your hands from the navel to the throat chakra. And your right hand is out in front of the left, and you're kind of chopping. So they go down, the palms face facing the body, and the hands cross each other. So you're going to kind of chop. And what you're doing is you're cutting down your karmas forever. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do 1 minute of like a strong pranic Had Hare Hari Waheguru Had Hare Hari Waheguru. Then we're going to whistle. First we're going to whisper Had Hare Hari Waheguru, and then we're going to whistle. So it's going to be 1 minute of strong pranic, like using your breath and using your body, and then whisper, and then 1 minute of whistling. So we'll do that next, and then we'll go into the last meditation. Okay, so we don't have, I can play the mantra if we want in the background. No, well, we won't have the mantra in the background on this one. So, all right, so 3 minutes of this one. Had Hare Hari Waheguru 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 Had Hare Hari Waheguru. And the sounds are the 6 kind of pillars and the 6 directions, in front of you, to the right of you, to the left of you, in back of you, below you, and above you. So you're clearing. This is really putting both a protective boundary around you, and also a blessing and clearing of anything. Had Hare Hari Waheguru. So clearing any, if you believe in karma at all, it's just clearing all of that from your aura, from your body, from your mind. Now we're going to whisper. Had Hare Hari Waheguru 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 whistle the tune. Hud Huddy Huddy Waheguru whistling. Inhale and hold and release. Now this last one I read twice that you can do this one on its own. And then when you do it on its own, you can just put your hands, what they call in Gyan Mudra. You often see yogis with the thumb and the forefinger with your hands either resting up or down on your knees. And in this one, when you do all together, what we're going to do is you're going to put your arms at shoulder level, and your left hand's going to be at the bottom and right hand's going to be on top. And what you're going to do, you don't want to let your hands fall. You want to keep them parallel to the ground. And you're going to, what this is called 1 minute breath. You want to try to keep the spine straight, the head over the shoulders over the hips, and your spine straight, and just let that energy come up. And the goal is to get to a 20-second inhale, a 20-second hold, and a 20-second exhale. Now, if you can't do that in the beginning, do whatever count you can, but keep all the counts even. So let's say you're just, when you first start out with this, and I haven't done this in a while, so I might not be able to do 20 seconds anymore. You can always just do 20, you can do 10 seconds in, 10 seconds hold, 10 seconds exhale, but you want them to be equal. And we'll do this for 3 minutes. Okay, so arms parallel, inhale to whatever count, hold for the same count, exhale for the same count. And inhale and suspend the breath. And relax. And so this took 30 minutes with the explanation, a little bit more than 30 minutes, but normally if you just do them right back to back, each exercise, and I'll send you the instructions for it so you could do that. Again, this is Sobagh Kriya, and this one, the complete set is called Sobagh Kriya. If there is a misfortune written by the will of God, by doing this set, you will make it into good fortune. I'm saying that God himself has written that you shall live under misfortune. By doing Sobagh Kriya, you can turn your misfortune into prosperity, good luck, and good fortune. But again, you can do either each one for 3 minutes or each one for 11 minutes. There is another write-up somewhere about this one where you can do that last one for the 1 minute breath. And you don't have to do it like this. You can just do it for any length of time. Even when you're, if you're going, I had a friend who lost her spouse. They weren't married, but it was her life partner for 16 years. And he died suddenly one Sunday morning, just before Christmas, and just devastating to her. And she used that to help calm her anxiety and calm her nerves. And she said she used it before she went into the funeral to do his eulogy. And she said it just was such a calming influence, and it just really helps to calm the mind and to clear your mind. And so that one too, he gave it to a gentleman to do 31 minutes a day of this 1 minute breath, and the guy became a millionaire just with that. That was the one thing that he practiced every day, and he did it every day for 31 minutes. So those are so you can do the first one all by itself for 3 minutes or 11 minutes. Hud, 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 crossing the right finger under the left, or the 1 minute breath. And you can just do it sitting. You want to try to keep your alertness, and I'm sure you probably already know this with meditation, that you want to keep an alert, but not high alert, but just a good alert posture where you're sitting straight, either cross-legged on the floor or on a surface, or if you're in a chair with your feet flat on the ground, so that you're grounded into the earth. So I hope this helps, Michael. There's a couple others that I know of that I will also dig up and send to you. I might just send you the videos for those of people I know who have already recorded them. So I just thought it would be fun to record them for you. Hope they help.